I got to go on a date with my husband. Best vacation ever. So, one of my favorite things to do when I go to other countries, or anywhere different actually, is I love to go to the grocery store or familiar places with the local twist on them. So I told my husband before we came here, he's like, what do you want to do this time when we see family? I'm like, well, of course, see family, spend time, look at pictures, all of that. But I want to go to McDonald's. And he's like, are you serious? Like McDonald's? Like what? But I'm not kidding. I love to go to McDonald's in different countries. I love to go to like KFC. I used to go there all the time in China because they'd have these delicious like puddings in KFC. The ice cream is my favorite in McDonald's, but I mean, like, they always have like a cool local twist on something, right? So he's like, okay. So the other day we're like, let's go on a date. Number one, we're parents of a 4-year-old who we absolutely adore, but we never get date time, right? So we have been able to go on a date. My in-laws watch my son, which is amazing because you feel safe, everything's secure, he's loved, they're loved, all is well. We went to the mall. We went there and we saw the glory of common things that they have in the U.S. that I'm used to with the local flair. First, we went in and my sister-in-law got us an Uber, which is super awesome. She set it up. She has the phone here locally. And so he picked us up, took us here. Perfect. Uber's pretty much the same. She handled it because we didn't have access. But then we went in and we saw kind of this line of restaurants. We went by and we see Burger King. And we're like, cool. I'm not a big fan of Burger King. Sorry, just not my thing. But we did look at it and it looked really awesome how they had it. And it had like a local flair. And I was like, cool. So I took pictures of the menu. Then we went right next door to Burger King was Chili's. And we're like, Chili's? It's wild, but they have a Chili's here and it looks really cool. We didn't go in to eat it. We just thought, I'm saving up for McDonald's. I have to say, I am biased. I have had a Maharaja burger before and I loved it. So I was like, we gotta go back. We gotta go back and have a Maharaja burger. Okay, so we got our pictures of Burger King and Chili's and it was awesome. And we looked across the way, bum-ba-da-bum, McDonald's. So we go there and it is a different setup. They have, the regular thing, but they have it where you're ordering on the computers. I've seen this in America also, but it was kind of cool how they just had it set up. I personally wanted to take my time and take pictures of every screen because I love it and I just think it's amazing. And my husband's like, seriously? Not so much there, buddy. So I did get a couple pictures before I was like, what, I probably shouldn't hold up anything. And I didn't hold up anyone, don't worry, I'm not a jerk. So what I did not get the Maharaja burger this time because it's huge. And my intention was to be an absolute pig and try as much food as I could. And there's no way I could be So I ordered the kids meal. I got a Happy Meal. They don't have fries with their Happy Meal. Super weird, by the way. Anyhow, so I got the vegetarian burger. I think it's like Indian vegetarian or American vegetarian burger. And I asked him, I said, can you put the Maharaja sauce on it? Kind of like we would do with a Big Mac sauce. It's delightful with spice. So they did. So I ordered my thing, told the girl directly, please put the Maharaja sauce on there. So with my Happy Meal, you can order coffee or anything. I got a strawberry shake because, strawberry shake, vegetarian veggie burger, whatever, with Maharaja sauce, and pigged out. It was awesome. I ate all of mine. My husband had some of mine. It was a huge deal, and it is delightful. If you have a chance, I didn't realize I was back. Sorry. There was someone walking by, and I try not to, intrude. Anyhow, if you have a chance to have a Maharaja burger, totally have it. It's awesome. And I think we might go there later today and I'm going to eat more. Well, I'm going to get the same thing, like the kids meal, put that sauce on there, chomp, chomp, chomp. I ate it like no other. So then, as I'm loading up, my husband, I don't know why he did this, but bless him, we all are different. He got this huge Indian food thing, and I'm like, dude, I know, but this was our goal. Like, I know that we went there, and he's excited to be home and have, like, all the access to all the food he wants. But our goal was to go and have quirky stuff. Yeah. Anyhow, so it was good. We then went from McDonald's, and I was still on a bender. I'm like, listen, we gotta go. We gotta find all the food and just go wild. When I like to enjoy things, I enjoy it. So we went and we walked around and we saw a Subway, and it's cool to look at. One interesting thing is, like, they have vegetarian area, non-vegetarian area in some of these things. They had a Domino's pizza, and as great as those are, it just was not what I was looking for. We saw a KFC, and it was interesting because in China they have those delicious desserts. I didn't see anything like that, and sometimes I don't feel super well when I have KFC at home, so I was like, I'm not going to chance this, so I didn't have it. But it was still cool. What else did we see? Oh, Taco Bell. Taco Bell. I know it's silly, but I love Taco Bell. Like, I don't know, it's one of those things. When my husband and I dated, like, a gajillion years ago in college, we were poor college students, right? And so I would get us Taco Bell, and that was like our food. And so they had Taco Bell here, and of course I find it, I'm an extremely sentimental person, so I was excited, and I was like, yay, we're gonna have Taco Bell. So I was like, I have to have one taco, and they were super sweet. And it was cool because you have, like, vegetarian, non-vegetarian, but, like, the cool thing is their substitute is paneer, and Indian cheese paneer is so good. And I was like, make it super mild, because who wants a mix of Indian and Mexican foods mixed, which are two spicy things in one? No way, I'm not gonna go out like that, you know? So I'm like, make it as mild as humanly possible. The kid was awesome. I got it, and it was a delight. It was surprisingly, like, way more delicious than I've ever had. If you come to India, get the Taco Bell paneer on a hard shell. It was perfect. I loved it. It was delightful. I have to add, they did have a Sparrow, which I thought was funny. I didn't go and eat there, but it reminded me of The Office. You know, when Michael goes to New York and he's like, I'm going to have my New York pizza. It's the best place in the world. And he goes over Sparrow. I loved it, and I laughed, and I thought it was fantastic. They also had, we finished our little frenzy of chomping everything with Baskin Robbins. And I don't know what flavor we got. I'll have to figure that out. But my husband ordered it, and it was so extremely powerfully flavored that I was like, no thank you. But it was a really cute carton. They're really nice, but just a little bit much for me. So after we had that, of course, we are Starbucks fiends, so we later went down to Starbucks and just chilled for a little bit. I had hot chocolate. It was kind of late, and I didn't want to stay up because my sleep is all wackadoodle anyhow. It was lovely on the food bit. We loved it. I had a great time. This is what I enjoy. I'm intrigued and exciting with things, but I'm also very boring in the things that I get intrigued and excited about. Anyway, McDonald's is the bomb, and we might go back there, and they all think I'm nuts because I'm like, give me again, but it's delightful. Another thing we did is we got to buy me things. If you're a mom, you know, you go shopping, you're like, I'm determined to get me something. I deserve something, blah, 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 blah. And you come home with everything for everyone else but not yourself, right? All the time. And my husband buys me things because he's way better at it than I am. But I got selfish, and I loved it. I've always wanted those, the harem pants where they're baggy on you. Another thing is I've found in life, I'm not so much for dressing for the cuteness. I am dressing for comfort. Comfort's my deal now, right? I got me some of those harem pants, plus these they're called patiala, and they are super wrinkly, baggy pants, and I love them. And I came home, I made my sister-in-law take pictures. I'm like, look at this, and she's like, oh, buddy. But they're super awesome. I got me stuff, and I had a blast with it. I went to town and had a great time. We also went to United Colors of Benetton. I don't see it that much in the US. Maybe I'm just missing, possibly me just missing things. But I used to get it in China and I got it here, and I just love their things, and it's kind of cool, just a cool store and all that. So lots of fun. I almost forgot something so cool with those pants, the harem pants and the other hard to say kind. Okay, let's be honest. I've gained and lost weight. I think if you watch my channel, you have seen. Oh, I think they're not watching. But I have gained and lost weight like crazy. I don't even know my own body size. I'm kind of on the big end right now. And that kind of sucks. But you know what? I'm here and I'm alive, so I'm cool with that. So, I'm grateful. But with my body being all wackadoodle, I don't know what to do anymore. These pants are the best answer ever. They say one size, and they're not joking. Like they're super stretchy, right? Inside, they have these little button things. You can button your own elastic or just unbutton, which I totally did. So it's like super duper stretchy. It's awesome. Anyway, that was so cool. I loved it. We had a blast. We also went to a cute little Korean store, and I love like cheesy stuff. So I got a little banana zipper for pens and whatnot, so me and my son can use it. And so all the rupees we gather, we get to put it in there, and we could do etchings later. And then I got a little carrot pen, which is super cool and cheesy, and I love it. We've been having a blast. This is my date with my husband. This is the stuff I love. We had a blast, and I am so grateful to be here, and I am sharing all my stuff with you because life is so good. And even if it is going to pig out at McDonald's because it's fun and different, have at it. I am dying, and I'm going to go and see if anyone is up for more McDonald's with me. Wish me luck. Take care.